Okay, here we are at the 2018 Division I JV State Championships. This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runner's Alley. This meet is brought to you by Breeze Tees, a t-shirt company based in Keene, New Hampshire, so local company. So the boys are off in this race. Kind of tighten up pretty quick after this field, and we'll see where they're at after about a half mile. We're a few hundred meters into this race, and we see Keene leading the front pack. Looks like two Keene runners together up at the front, and then a large group of Pinkerton all together, as well as Winnacunnet towards the front. So those should be the three teams we're looking at today. The Pinkerton boys have won the last 4 D1 JV championships in a row, so they're definitely the favorite coming into this race. The Concord JV boys are also very strong, but they raced yesterday at the Capital Area meet, so they are not here today. So in this race, those three teams are probably the three we're looking at to compete for the win as they go into the first of 2 woods loops. And so we'll get them coming back out of the woods loop in a few minutes. The JV boys have just completed their first loop in the woods, so they're just heading back out onto the field. So Pinkerton looks very, very strong. A lot of runners up front, as well as Winnacunnet and Keene, as we said earlier in the race, although Pinkerton has definitely moved up since we first saw them in that first half mile. So at this point, they look to be in the lead by quite a bit. But a lot can happen. We're still pretty early in the race. We're only a little bit over a mile in. So there's still plenty of racing to be had. And we should see some pretty fast times today. The weather is beautiful for racing. It's pretty cool in the 50s. Pretty sunny out in the open field, but most of this course is in the woods where it's nice and shady, slight breeze, so pretty good conditions for racing. So all these teams should have one of their better races this year, which will make for some good competition. So as these runners filter through, we will see them once again as they come back out of the woods and down towards the finish line. So we'll see what happens in the next few minutes of this race.
Let's go! Let's go, Jacob!
Nice job, Jacob! Nice job, Lucas!
Nice job, Lucas!
Come on, Mac!
Let's go, Mac!
Come on, Mac, catch up to Lucas! Nice job, Levon! Nice job, Chief!
Let's go, Aiden!
Come on, guys! Nice job, Jack!
Jack, catch those
Come on,
guys!
Jack, catch
right
up to
there!
them. Come on! Come on, Calvin!
Write your name. Let's jump, Calvin!
Here we have the overall finish from Pinkerton, the 1-2. And then Winnacunnet's first coming across the line. They're at about low 17s. I think 17-10 to 15 for the winner. There's Pinkerton's third in 4th. And then they also have 5th and 6th for their top 5. So they get 5 in the top 6. Oh, excuse me, that's Londonderry. That's their first.
Thanks, Bill.
then Winnicunnet's second, and there's Pinkerton's 5. So that's a definite win for Pinkerton. Pretty low number for them. Probably only about 20 points for them. That was a pretty strong performance from them, which is to be expected as they have won the last 4 championships in a row. And then looks like probably Winnacunnet and Londonderry battling for second, although Keene is also looking pretty strong. So we'll have to see what the scores come out as, but it's going to be Londonderry, Winnacunnet, and Keene battling for the rest of the podium after Pinkerton. But all these guys look good. Pretty good times in the low 17s for these JV teams on this course. It's a pretty low time, so looks like the season of training is obviously all led up to this, so you'd expect to see some good performances at this time of the year. Also, it's a pretty nice day in terms of weather for racing, so all these teams should be performing as well as they have been at any point this year, if not better. So this has been the 2018 JV Division I State Championship here at Alvern High School, down towards the Massachusetts border, where Battle of the Border was earlier this year. Saw some good racing there. So a great championship race today, and a positive result for Pinkerton as they get their 5th championship in a row for the Division I State Championship.
Right here, stay back to him. Let's go. Guys, you gotta keep this up to 2. Right back, go.
Hello? Hi. Can you talk to me?
Right here. Stand back in here. Over here.
Okay. Hello.
Stay over here.
Hi.
Good job,
Yes,
Gab.
that
Way
is
to
all right.
finish. Nice job.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Moving up the line.
Good job, Gab.
Hey, we're gonna switch.
Stay in line.
I'm so happy for him.
Back in.
Where is it?
That's the way to go, buddy. Good. Go ahead.
Nice job.
You got a 17 on.
Yeah, Mike Ray.
Yeah, Mike Ray didn't make it. Oh, snap.
Stay in order. Let's go.
It's on now, buddy.
Keep moving, stay in order. Keep moving, stay in order.
Way to finish. Strong finish. Over here.